Hey there, writing buddies. Michael here with another video from Mr. Swain. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some movie lines that I found really ramped the tension, and a couple of these didn't get a whole lot of love. Just like lines of dialogues in our novels, movie lines are meant to convey meaning and push the story forward. I'm going to go over 3 movie lines that have really stuck with me and hopefully will help you kind of see what you can do to push the plot forward and ramp that tension up with good dialogue. In The Dark Knight, one of the greatest movies when it comes to character motivations and tension, the Joker has just revealed that he has Rachel and Harvey held captive in separate locations. While Batman goes after Rachel, Gordon and the police go after Harvey. In the mad dash to get there, we have a conversation between Rachel and Harvey, and we find out that they are surrounded by drums of gasoline. The Joker is breaking out of jail since like half the police force is gone to go get Harvey, and Batman zips through the street on his motorcycle. But Gordon is in a squad car with another cop, and he shouts, "Mount the car!" This hit me when I first saw it in theaters, because if you break it apart, it's insane. This is the newly raised commissioner telling an officer to go ahead and drive on the street where pedestrians are. It shows how convicted Gordon is in saving Harvey, but also making sure that the Joker doesn't win. Joker rightly points out earlier that both Harvey and Rachel were last seen with dense people, that his police force is corrupt. Gordon needed the win here, and he was willing to drive down a sidewalk full of people to do it. The whole scene is just absolute rising tension, but with this little line, it shows not only what lengths Gordon is willing to go to, but by extension, all the other characters, all the other main characters that we're seeing that we're flipping back and forth between, all the lengths that they're willing to go to get what they want. The next entry here is an amazing piece of ad-lib by Paul Bettany in the movie Avengers Infinity War. In the heat of the action, Thanos is coming for the Soul Gem, which is stuck in the middle of Vision's head, and time is out. Wanda, Vision's love, has to destroy the stone so that way Thanos can't get it, but in doing so, it's almost 100% likely that it's going to kill Vision, which is something obviously that she doesn't want to do. To give her the courage to do what must be done, Vision says,
"It's all right. You could never hurt me. I just feel you."
Now this line, for all the danger and action that's going on, it is extremely romantic. The "I just feel you" line is a callback from something that happened earlier in the movie, which obviously is still very touching, but the "you could never hurt me," ugh! It's so good. It shows how Vision feels about Wanda. He's saying that their love is stronger than the action that she has to take in destroying him. That while he won't survive, the love that they feel for one another will. It's a man comforting his love through a horrible experience, and I'm all there for it. Now, before I get to the last one here, if you've enjoyed the video so far, go ahead and leave a like down below. It'll really help the algorithm, and I appreciate that. Thank you. The last entry here comes from the original Iron Man. Near the end, where Tony has decided that in order to beat Obadiah Stane's warmonger suit, he is going to have to outsmart him and take him up into the highest altitude possible. Now, this is a callback to earlier in the movie where there was a great little bit of tension. Iron Man, Tony is flying around in the suit and he's having a lot of fun with it. He goes super high, the suit freezes, and he starts to plummet down. And if he plummets down in this thing, he will, for some reason, die, even though he's taking like 20 G, right-hand turns or whatever. But still, he's going to die from this fall, and so he, basically fixes it before he crashes, and it was a great little bit of tension, and it's calling back to that because Tony has already repaired this mistake. And by repairing the mistake, it's showing that Tony can learn from his mistakes. Now he's taking this issue that he had, that he fixed, and he's going to basically weaponize it and point it at Obadiah. And That's basically his character arc, is learning from his mistakes and becoming a better person. When Tony tells Jarvis to take him to maximum altitude, Jarvis, the AI, responds with only 15% power, the odds of reaching, because then Tony cuts in with the amazing line of,
"Sir, it appears that his suit can fly.
Duly noted. Take me to maximum altitude.
With only 15% power, the odds of reaching that
I know the math. Do it."
This line is so loaded. It's so tiny, but it is so loaded. Tony is telling an artificial intelligence, probably the most advanced on the planet, to shut up and do what he says. But not like in a brute force sort of way where it's just some rockhead who just wants to get his way, doesn't want to hear the word no. It's Tony Stark. He already knows the odds. He doesn't actually need Jarvis to tell him. Tony is so smart that he can do these insane calculations in his head. It reminds the viewer that while Jarvis is incredibly useful as, again, an AI, he is nothing more than a tool to Tony, like a socket wrench or a blowtorch. He is just another thing in the tool belt of Tony Stark. Tony built the suit. Tony built the arc reactor. Tony built Jarvis. He knows what he's doing. He's not just a billionaire playboy to be dismissed. He's a credible threat. He's not the Iron Man suit. He's the man in the suit. There's a lot of great lines out there, but in all honesty, I don't know if there's any better single line than that one right there. When I think of great lines, there's obviously going to be a lot of them out there, but these are the three that have stuck with me the longest. Let me know down in the comments below what lines have stuck with you the longest, what ones have inspired you in your writing journey. I'd really like to hear it. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and until next time, happy writing, happy reading.